If anxiety is making you withdraw from social events, from hanging out with your friends, from connecting with your partner, this is going to really, really help you. Now, by the way, before we get into this, if you're watching this live, please comment live down in the comment section down below. If you're watching this as a replay, please comment replay. Okay, so if you're watching this live, comment live. If you're watching this as a replay, comment replay. Now, going back a few years ago now, I had really bad anxiety. It's why I ended up getting so good at fixing it, because my anxiety was horrible. Whenever I'd talk to someone, my hands would start shaking. I'd say all this weird shit. Like, I'd get what I call foot in mouth syndrome, where I just say stuff. I'm like, fuck, kill me right now. It's so cringe. I wish I didn't say that. I'd have all these times where guys would be inviting me out to go out and hang out, do stuff, go out for dinner, go party or whatnot. And I wouldn't do it. Like, I just wouldn't. I just wanted to be by myself in my room on my computer, and that's pretty much it. And it massively, massively limited me. It massively limited me in terms of business, in terms of my career, in terms of friendships that I could make, in terms of people who I could have met and could have hung out with. It just really royally fucked me. And I tried everything like to try and get better. I tried various different supplements. I tried going to doctors. I tried going to shrinks and counselors and all this sort of stuff. And none of them did fucking anything for me whatsoever. In fact, a few people just wanted to just whack me on medication. Like that was going to fix the root of the issue. So if you're feeling this way, if you're withdrawing from social events, if you feel anxious when you're talking to people, if you get the foot in mouth syndrome like I used to, if you get any of these things, here's what the real problem is. The real problem lies with your what's called your sympathetic nervous system becoming too activated. So there's an area within your brain called the limbic system, L-I-M-B-I-C, limbic system. And this area is our fear center. Whenever we are in a situation where we feel fearful, where any time where we sense danger in our body, whenever we get anxious, it is 99% of the time the limbic system which is being activated. Does that make sense? So whenever the limbic system starts to get overactivated, things get way more difficult, because we start going into this state of fight or flight. You can feel your palms start getting sweaty. You can feel your heart rate go up. You can feel your thoughts start to race. Things just start getting more difficult and things get more cloudy, and you just want to fucking fight or flight. Some people get aggressive. Some people get fearful and want to run away and withdraw and socially do all that sort of stuff. So whenever your limbic system is overactivated, that is when you're not going to have a fun time. So what do we need to do? We need to curb this. How can we do this, right? The easiest ways to curb the limbic system are, number one, is to don't give in to withdrawing from these social situations. Don't let it push you away from everybody else. You need to keep going out, but you need to manage it. The solution is not fucking going on medication. Don't fucking go into that as a first resort. Medication is reserved for people who really, really need it. You don't need medication right now. It's the worst thing yet. Doctors will try and push you under this shit. I've seen so many guys come to us on antidepressants, anti-anxiety drugs, Valium, all this shit for stuff which can be solved so simply. All we need to do is we need to go down to the root of the issue. That makes sense? So the root lies within the nervous system, within the limbic system. We just need to simply refresh this and reset it, okay? We need to shift you into a state of being in what we call the parasympathetic nervous system. Relaxed, calm, rest and digest. How do we do that? Number one, we need to make sure that we're practicing regulating our breathing. You'll notice when you start getting anxious, your shoulders go up. You start taking shorter, sharper breaths, right? That's exaggerated, but you'll get my drift. You probably don't breathe through your nose as much as what you used to. Start doing that. Doing this literally resets your nervous system. Big breath through your nose with extended exhales through your mouth. So if you breathe in for 2 seconds through your nose, breathe out for 4 seconds through your mouth. Really, really super simple, right? Next thing after that, look after what you're eating, what you're drinking, what drugs you're taking. If you're doing cocaine, if you're doing meth, if you're doing speed, chances are it's not going to be terribly good for your anxiety. If you're drinking coffee, if you're taking pre-workout, all that sort of stuff, it's all going to ramp up your anxiety. So minimize them, reduce them, right? If you love your cocaine, I'm not going to tell you to give it up completely, although it would help, right? But just reduce it, minimize it as much as you can, right? Next thing, food. Don't eat shit. If you eat a certain food and you feel shit from it, don't eat it. Because the gut actually controls our nervous system. There's something called the gut-brain axis. Whenever our gut is upset with us can often lead to our brain to be upset with us, causing more anxiety, right? More and more anxiety. So those are two really simple, easy things that you can do to improve your anxiety so that you don't have to withdraw socially. Now, if you don't already have our anxiety course, you need it, right? So what I want you to do down below is I want you to comment, fuck anxiety, right? F-U-C-K, anxiety. Comment it down in the comment section and we'll send you across all the information that you need in order to fuck anxiety in the ass and get rid of it because you don't need that shit, okay? Just comment, fuck anxiety if you want help. Speak to you soon.